This is the final year of our Leith Academy residency, a 4-year project designed to enrich the life of the school. We were inspired by what happened at Castlebury Community High School when we were in residence there in 2015 to 2017, and we really wanted to bring something that was new and unique for Leith that brought that same sense of excitement and the festival into the school building. We always knew that we wanted to end the residency with a bit of a spectacle, putting a spotlight on the school and bringing the festival into the building itself.
Now, Leith Academy is a school with 56, I think at last count, different languages in. There are many cultures within the school, and Leith itself is a really multicultural international community in our city. So when it came to us having to think about which company would be ideal to work with the school in the final year of the residency, we couldn't think of anyone better.
So in the midst of lockdown, we began having conversations with Gridiron Theatre Company about creating a new piece of theatre that would happen in the school building.
We learned that world-renowned theatre company Gridiron, who are from Leith, are going to help us in creating an exciting interactive project within Leith Academy.
Gridiron are locally based in Leith, just minutes throw from the school, but they have an international reputation, and they also tell stories of an international scale in creative and innovative ways.
EIF first came to us last autumn to ask if Gridiron would be interested in being part of the residency programme that the festival were doing in Leith Academy. And we said yes, immediately, of course we would. Then the conversation quite quickly changed to, well, if you were going to do a show in the Academy, what would that look like? Sat down, had a good long think about it, thought about the school, thought about the constituency of the school and the fact that it's very diverse. What could we do that spoke directly to the community of this school and their experiences?
You know, this piece is written by multiple different writers and there's quite a big cast involved, and so when we're all together in the same room, it's people from different backgrounds, people with different worldviews, different experiences, racism, the class system, climate change. These are international issues, so it's important that if we're calling this the Edinburgh International Festival, that what's discussed here are international issues.
The young people especially have been so inspired by it, and that to me really is always the objective in what we do.
I feel like it's breaking the norm, because when you go to see something you expect it to be in a theatre.
It makes it more interactive than just sitting there and watching it happen. You get to be a part of it.
It's been very strange. I thought I'd come in and it would just be the school for me, because I did have that preconceived notion of, oh, I'm going to feel like I'm in the library or I'm going to feel like I'm in the dance studio, but that's just the atmosphere that all the team, actors, you know, other front of house stewards and everyone has just created, which I think is quite unbelievable.
We worked with Gridiron's design team on a project to allow the pupils to create a major piece of set for the final scene of Muster Station. It's a really important scene of perseverance and hope and humanity and coming together, and the pupils made 120 blankets which have imagery created by them that explore themes around hope and what we value the most. They also, whilst making these blankets, explored what the legacy of the blankets would be after the show, and so a lot of them have been donated to charities to help keep people warm this winter.
We wanted to make sure that alongside all those really thought-provoking moments that we have in the show, that we still end up with hope. There is a way to survive, and that way to survive is by banding together. There are over 100 people working directly on this show, and we engaged with students at the school. And there are many, many other people working with us, and that's a huge amount of support from those people that has been poured into the heart of this creative community to make this show happen. And Leith Academy is a fantastic school with an amazing drama department and art department.
We worked with the school to give away tickets to the families and pupils at Leith Academy so as many of them could see the performance as possible. We also worked with Gridiron's front of house team to train up 22 pupils to work in paid roles front of house for Muster Station. A number of these pupils have also worked towards customer service qualification at level 5, and they staffed every single shift of Muster Station, helping to escort the audience around the building.
It means a great deal for Gridiron to have been part of Edinburgh International Festival. On the 75th year, it's always a badge of honour, but this year's particularly special. It just feels a bit momentous.
Muster Station is more than I could have imagined. When we first embarked on the idea of creating this project, none of us knew what it would look like. Having experienced it myself, but also importantly, observing audiences experience this performance. It's everything that we could have asked for, and it's a story that really needed told, and no one else could have told it in that way apart from Gridiron. So I'm so privileged and pleased they agreed to the collaboration.